What's up, guys? Happy Friday! It feels so weird doing a live on your guys' time zone on the East Coast. It's 9:30 a.m. I am finally back in New York. For those of you who don't know, I've lived in Hawaii for the last 9 months, and I am home visiting for 2 whole weeks. It's my first time that I've been home, and it's so nice. I'm at my mom's house. She's got all the fruits and nice breakfasts and just like setting me up, and it's so nice. It feels so nice to be home. So I'm outside on her patio doing this live. It just feels so great. I'm so grateful to be home. So I want to have a chat. Let's get into it. I want to talk about, you guys know I'm launching Glow. Glow Up is going to be a 7-week-long group coaching program helping you to finally make your goals happen, whether that's physically, financially, emotionally, relationships, careers, whatever you want to get after in your life, whatever your dream life looks like, your vision that you have for the next 5 years, but you might not have been able to get there before because of your self-doubt, your limiting beliefs, your self-sabotage, lack of confidence, etc. All of those things play a factor in whether or not you're going to reach your goals. But there's this huge chunk that I feel like is perpetuated in the self-help culture, and I want to call it out. Not only that, but also call myself out on it, because the first step in actually making your goals happen is what I'm going to talk about today. And if you can't skip this step is so important, because if you try to skip it, it won't happen. All right, let's get into it. It's not going to make sense to tell you what the first step is. So the first step in getting what you want, and when I say getting what you want, I mean your goals. I mean, if you have a life that you want to be living, but you're stuck, you can't get there, if you want to get in better shape, if you want to have more money, if you want to work a career that's actually fulfilling versus wanting to stab your eyeballs out every day, if there's something you want, these are the people I'm talking to. If you are happy in your life, that's amazing. I never want to make people feel like you're wrong for being where you're at, because that's not the point. If you're happy, that's what we want, right? But the people I want to talk to are the people who are currently not where they want to be. If you want something more, but something is holding you back, like there's a disconnect right here, that's what I'm here for. And that's why today's step is so important. So the first step in making your glow up happen, if you want it to happen, hi Rona, mwah, thank you for the well wishes. It's so nice to be home. I miss the ocean, but it's so nice to be here. Anyway, back on track. Okay, so the first step to making your goals happen, whatever they are, to making your dream life, your vision happen, is accepting where you are. Loving yourself, loving who you are being so unconditionally, and understanding that nothing is wrong with you. You are not broken, you are not wrong, just because you haven't reached your goals yet. And I think, at least the way I'm perceiving it, and once again, this could be my own filter, my rose-colored glasses that I'm seeing life through. Maybe you guys have a different perception, but the self-help culture that I've been bought into for like 10 years probably, I think it kind of perpetuates this idea that we are broken because we're not at our goals yet. Like, we're constantly needing to improve who we are. We're constantly needing to be better than we were yesterday. And yes, I think there is truth to that. Like, I am a freaking life coach. I'm a mindset coach. So I am in that culture, right? But what I want to make everybody understand, not only my clients, but you guys at home, if you are trying to reach a goal, if you're trying to get somewhere, the first step is to understand that nothing is wrong with you. And the reason this is so important is because if you are at a place right now, say you're not where you want to be, say you haven't reached your goals yet, say you're not, physically where you want to be, you want more money, you want to have better relationships with your significant other or your families or your kids, like say you're not exactly where you want to be in life. If you are constantly thinking that you're wrong, that you're broken, that, oh, I'm just not like that person, I'm broken, I'm not doing what normal people do, if you constantly think there's a need to fix yourself, then you are denying that aspect of yourself that so desperately wants to reach your goals. And when we deny that aspect, when we make ourselves feel unsafe, you will never reach your goals because you are basically shitting on the person that you already are. And that's what creates the disconnect. You can't achieve your dream life by making yourself feel like shit. It doesn't work like that. Think about, for example, a little kid crying. If you have kids, great. If you don't, I'm sure you've babysat, or I'm sure you have family members that are little kids, right? If you have this little kid come up to you and say, you know, they're crying because they didn't get a toy they wanted, or they're not pretty enough, or whatever they're crying about, right? Are you going to look at them and be like, yeah, you didn't get that toy because you suck. You're not pretty enough. You're definitely not pretty enough. Let's put some makeup on you. Are you going to tell this like little crying child that they're not good enough? And are you going to perpetuate their tantrum? Are you going to make them feel worse about themselves? No. What do you do when a little kid comes to you crying? You try to comfort them and make them feel better and make them feel safe, right? That is the same thing that's happening here in our adult lives. So many of us are walking around with all of these unconscious inner child wounds. It's not your fault. We just have to heal them. But when they come up in our adult life, so for example, if you want to achieve a physical goal, say you want to get healthier, you want to heal your body, right? If you currently look at yourself in the mirror and are like, how did I get like this? I'm a piece of shit. I can't believe I was eating that. I can't believe I'm not working out today. If you get down on yourself, how is that part of you? Because that's your subconscious programming, who you are being right now in this very moment. And if you make that part of you feel bad, how is it ever going to feel safe enough to be like, okay, I can get what I want. It does feel possible for me. I can get there. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? It's so much easier to reach your goals and also just feel okay with doing life if you can love and accept all parts of yourself, right? Doesn't that make a lot more sense to look at yourself and be like, man, I really have some big goals for myself. I really want to get in shape, or I want to make more money, or I want to work a fulfilling career, or I want to really heal my relationship with my partner and have a healthy relationship. Doesn't it feel a lot easier and like there's less resistance if you can love who you're currently being? Does that make sense for you guys? Let me know, because for me, for years, I thought something was wrong with me. I thought I was broken. I thought I was doing life the wrong way because I wanted to do something different than everybody. When I quit my job 10 months ago, that was the biggest leap of my life, and 99% of the people thought that it was the craziest thing in the world. I got support from certain family members, and I'm so grateful to have the parents that I do that did support me, but a lot of people were like, what the hell are you doing? And that, if I hadn't healed, if I hadn't done the work, would have thrown me off. I would have gotten the same corporate job in Hawaii. I would have started working something that made me feel unfulfilled, because if I hadn't healed that, I still would have felt broken. And I'd be like, oh, I am wrong. I should follow what everybody else is doing because that's what's widely accepted. Do you guys get what I'm saying? So the first step is to love who you are being so deeply, so completely, and to understand that nothing is wrong with you for how you are. You just want to get further along your path. And when you can have that deep, radical self-love and self-acceptance, it makes the journey a hell of a lot easier. And I think that's why I have beef with the self-help culture. And once again, not everybody, I'm not saying every coach does this. And I do it myself too, because here I am talking about your glow up journey, right? I'm promoting this program I'm running, Glow Up, Make Your Goals Happen. But the biggest thing missing, and I always want to make sure this comes across as how I do my coaching, is that nothing is wrong with who you are in this very moment. You are not broken because you don't have money. You are not wrong because you're living your life the way that you're living it. Nothing is wrong with you, okay? And until you understand that, there's always going to be a disconnect from who you are and who you want to be. Because if you're constantly making this person wrong, if you're making them feel unsafe, they cannot move forward. Just like the example I gave of the little kid. If a little kid comes running up to you and you make them feel like shit, are they going to feel safe coming to you again? No. That's where the healing work comes in. That's why so many of us need to recognize our shadows and own and integrate them, because shadow work, if you haven't done any of my trainings or watched my courses before, shadow work is owning the parts of us that we have denied and shamed for so long, that we're scared to look at. But guys, those shadows, that's your subconscious programming. That is what's ruling your life right now. That's what's ruling your outer world. Everything that's showing up in your life is a direct reflection of your subconscious belief system. So we have to take ownership and love all parts of us and realize those parts of us are acting because they feel unsafe. The reason you're not losing weight is because it doesn't feel safe, because a part of you is scared that you're going to fail. A part of you doesn't feel comfortable getting into better shape because it doesn't feel worthy as it is. We have to start with the self-love. Is this making sense? I'm going to keep ranting and like go in circles here. I'll end this now. But the point that I really want to drive home is if you want to make your goals happen, and once again, this is only for you if you want something. If you are happy where you're at, that's huge. That's amazing. I want you to stay there. If you're living your dream, amazing. It doesn't have to be a life where you wake up and you're like, man, I'm happy with my life, but I think that because the self-help culture tells me to, I need to be grinding towards a new goal. No. If you are happy, like, it doesn't have to be this 24/7 mentality of like grinding and waking up at 4 a.m. and doing all the things. Like, if you're happy, be freaking happy. Enjoy it. Stop like getting in this cycle of like, I'm not good enough. Like, let's strive for the next thing. Let's make $10,000 more. Let's lose 10 more pounds. Like, blah, 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 blah. No. If you are happy, stay happy. I am speaking to the people who have goals but haven't been able to reach them. If you want to reach them, understand the first step is loving and accepting who you are. You are not broken. Nothing is wrong with you because you haven't been able to reach your goals yet. It's just that we've been denying the parts of ourselves that are calling out so loudly to be loved. Okay? So the first step, I'm giving this to you guys for free. This is what I teach in my program. The first step to getting what you want, to healing and integrating your life, making your goals happen, is to love where you are at. All right, and if you're looking for more, go to my last post. I have a huge, a thread on it and a big caption. And if you're looking for more support, if you actually want to make this happen, because once again, guys, I can say this to you and you can consciously understand it, but you also have to do the work. You have to take the action steps. You can't be like, oh, I listened to Casey's live this morning and I'm going to love on myself more. And like consciously, that's amazing. If you're driving in your car and you know what, like when those toxic thoughts come in, if you can stop them and be like, you know what? No. I love myself, remember? We're integrating, we're loving, we are not denying anymore. That's great, but are you doing it enough? Are you taking the deep shadow work? Like when your triggers come up, when somebody annoys you, when somebody says something to you that doesn't fit in your little structure, are you taking it personally or are you working through it? Are you doing the deep healing? Are you loving on those aspects as much as you can? That's where I come in. That's what having an accountability coach does for you. Having somebody in your corner pushing you to love yourself further, especially on the days when you don't want to love yourself. Because trust me, guys, it's easy to love yourself when everything is going right in your life and you have a good day. You wake up on the right side of the bed and shit is going great for you, right? It's easy to love who you're being. It's the days where you can't get out of bed. It's the days where you're talking shit to yourself, that mental mind, that person in your head that's so mean to you. The days when you can love on that version and realize it's coming from a place of shadow, it's coming from a place of deep unacceptance. If we can take that version and really love it, that's when the healing takes place. That's what I'm here for. So if anything, if you're not joining Glow, but you want to make your goals happen, at least take the first step and start to consciously love on yourself, okay? If you're looking for more support, I'm here for you. Please message me. Even if you don't want to join the program, I am here for you and I will support you. If you are looking for more of that support, you can click the link in my bio, CaseyRoseCoaching.com/glow. It's going to give you all the details on the program. And today is the last day that you can get the 50% off the entire program. Use code GLOWUP50 for 50% off the entire program. Once again, if you're looking for more information, click the link in my bio or message me. But what I want to leave you with is to love and accept the you that you are. Nothing is wrong with you. You are not broken. You can make your goals happen if you really want to. First step is loving who you are. I love you. I see you. Mwah. Have a beautiful weekend, and I will see you guys next week.